Studio Series 86 movie Jazz is one of, if not the most frustrating figure I've ever handled. I mean, he's not the worst figure I've ever handled, and he's not actually that frustrating. It's just, he's a little scary. There are some things that he does that I don't like. So he's not great, but he's also not terrible. He's kind of hard to transform, but he's also not, like, the transformation is mostly just kind of scary to do. He looks nice. He looks very good. I do like how he looks. He's very accurate to that G1 model. But then we get to the articulation and it's weird. Like, it's not bad, but it does some things that are kind of weird and I kind of like. I'll just show you.
Okay, the dehumidifier just turned on. Okay, sorry if you hear like a light humming in the background, but the articulation on this guy is, it's weird. So, there's a full 360 at the head, and it's not, focus please, it's not blocked by anything. Can do full 360, look up that far, look down, not at all really, like a little bit of side-to-side movement. The arms, they can do a full 360, they're not hindered by anything. The elbow joint, which is weird, it's like, let's see if I can, that's blurry. It's on this weird, like, curved joint, and, like, it's not bad, it adds in a little filler for this, but it's kind of weird, and then also sometimes when you're moving the arm up and down, the wheel just kind of does that because transformation. There's a 90-degree bend at the elbow and nothing at the wrist unless you count the inward movement. Like you could remove his hand entirely. Like I don't know. Um, there's a full 360-degree waist rotation, but to get the full 360, you have to move the backpack out of the way, and then you can get that. Also, I guess if you want to, you can kind of have a back. No, I was gonna say you could have a backwards ab crunch, but that just that just looks stupid. The legs can go. Come on, give me a good view here. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back, not super far. They can go out, like, barely, actually. I never noticed that. I thought they could go out more, but I guess they only go out that far. Um, this is, like, the main weird thing for me. So the knee, normally, it's just, like, not even a 90-degree bend. It's, like, 80, kind of. But you can, like, change it to make it more posable. So the way the transformation works is that there's a tab right here that tabs the leg in when you're going into robot mode. So if you untab that, you can get more out of that joint, and there's a hinge here that lifts the leg up, also because of transformation. But you can have, like, him doing this, like kneeling, and that's cool. Like it works. It works nice. It's more posability. I need to. Whoa, the whole camera just shifted. Like it's more posability. I'm all for more posability, but it also can just kind of look weird. Like it just looks like he broke his shin, and now his thigh is just coming out of his foot. It looks dumb. It looks dumb, but it's more posability, and if you have it at the right angle, then it looks fine. Oh, also, nothing at the feet unless you count this. So, posability, he's a pretty posable figure. Like, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's pretty good, all things considered. It's just a little weird. It's a little funky. Like, I don't. Like, it's not the most fun thing to mess around with. Also, the tab on the knee that I mentioned, it just comes right out. It is not a strong tab. Like, you'll just be trying to move the knee. Of course, now it's not gonna come out. There we go. It will just come out if you're trying to bend the knee. It does not stay in very well. I wish it stayed in a lot better, but yeah, you can get him into some pretty cool poses, and then if you give him his gun accessory, which, see if I can, yeah, it's a nice gun. Um, I do like it. It is basically Wheeljack's shoulder cannon, and they didn't use it for Wheeljack, but um, if you give the gun to Jazz, you know, he can go into action, like blow up all of the Decepticons and whatnot. Whatever you want him to do.
So overall, the articulation is kind of a mixed bag. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just a little weird. But then the transformation, oh, the transformation. I hate the transformation.
Alright, the transformation. I am not excited for this. Okay, but can't get started on the transformation unless you remove the gun, so I'll throw that over there. Where do I even start? So you want to fold in, focus, please. No, stop, I hate the autofocus. Stop. Okay, it's just gonna be like that. Fold in the hands. Feet is in the way. Foot is in the way. Singular. Focus, for goodness sakes, please. Fold in the hands, and then the way you want to do this is you want to take. I gotta zoom out a bit. Oh, that's my wall back there behind everything. Oh, it's zoomed out. So you want to take the backpack and you just want to move it out of the way so that we can. Oh, that was a voice crack. Can I get through this transformation, please? You want to move up the backpack, and it's not going to move up all the way because you want to take this piece and you just kind of want to push it up against the front of the car, and then you can like start pushing that in, but not all the way. Then you can bring that, just bring it up more. Then you can start bringing this back, and you'll feel it like click. It's not a good feeling click. I don't like the way it feels, but it's a click. So then you bring the head, and then just flip that. That brings up that piece right there, and then you flip that piece up to. Oh my goodness, the voice cracks. They're so bad. Oh my goodness, I just want to get through this. Now we get to the annoying part. So you want to flip out the doors, and then this. Oh my goodness, I hate this piece. So this is all clear plastic, and if you're new to Transformers and just toys in general, clear plastic is brittle. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it can still break. I'll get to that later on with this figure. Get out the legs are just in the way, but it's on a pinned in hinge, which is kind of scary. So is this piece. Like, pinned in hinges on clear plastic is not the best. I don't like it. It makes it break easier. Gotta move some things out of the way. There is a lot of clickiness that goes on, and I don't like it. Okay. Trying to be careful with this, but I can't really see it through the camera. Okay, I think, yeah, I got that. So that is the back of the car. So you just kind of want to leave that like that, and then this piece, this will flip. It will flip. Just spin that around, and then you want to flip down the feet, and then you can combine these two pieces. Thank you. And then you want to use that knee joint that we talked about earlier on the articulation. Just fold that up. We'll get to the wheels in a second. This is the other part that I don't like. So you want to make sure the doors are flat. They're like flat facing outward. I just bumped the camera. So you just kind of want to wiggle this. It's on like 2 hinges, so you kind of want to wiggle it until it's flush with that. See, it's flush with that piece now. Then this back piece, another part that I don't like. This is thankfully clipped on, this piece, so unfortunately this piece comes on, but at least it's not pinned, or else that might be a bigger problem. Just kind of want to squeeze this in. I don't really know where it tabs in, I just know that it tabs in somewhere. And then you want to take the arms, and this is a little weird. You want to make sure that this piece is facing outward. Why is it focusing so weird? Stop. You want to make sure that the tab is facing out and that piece is like that, and then you can just kind of squish that down. Make sure you flatten out the shoulder piece, because then that straightens out the wheel. Do the same thing on the other side. It is just not wanting to focus good. I don't know. Does it look good for you guys? And then you want to tab the doors in, tab the, there we go, tab the doors in. Wasn't sure if that tabbed in. And then you can flip the wheels up and move the gun out. Oh, the gun just fell. There you have the Porsche 911 race car. I really like this alt mode. This is a nice alt mode, but it's not without its issues.
So the vehicle mode is nice. It's not great, and it's obviously not licensed, but it's not bad. Some white color mismatches and some unfortunate yellowing due to age and a crack on the windshield for me. I'll talk more about that later. And the gaping hole at the top of the car are just some of the main problems that I have. It's still a good car, and no license doesn't like bog it down for me or anything. I've seen how a Porsche license can ruin a figure. He looks nice, articulation is good, and the transformation is a little scary. But now the reason I want to review this figure. How long will he hold up? He released at the end of 2020, and since then there's already been breakages, cracks, bad yellowing, etc. So I give him another 3 to 4 years, maybe? I've been careful with him since I got that crack on the windshield, and he's been fine for the most part. So just be careful with him, and he should hold up a little bit longer, but really, I don't know how much more he'll hold up. But that's Studio Series 86 Movie Jazz. Subscribe to see next week's review or one of my animations whenever those come out. If you want to buy this figure, you can check out the link in the description, and goodbye.